BookTube, welcome back. I'm Winx and the ink I'm talking about today is my December/holiday book haul. I got quite a few books this year as gifts, which I am very excited about, and then there are just a couple little things that I treated myself to, so I thought I would throw those in as well. I'll start off with the books that I received as gifts, and the first one I have here is from my good friend Anne Kacharsky, who is pretty active on Twitter and Bookstagram and all those great things, so you might have seen her around. And the book that she sent me is Green Rider by Kristin Britton, and I've heard of this one before and I've just never picked it up, and I actually just recently saw someone else talking about this one and some diverse characters that are in it, which made me extra intrigued to read it, so I'm very excited to add this one to my list sometime soon. Next, I have two books which I received from my Secret Santa this year. I participated in a little Secret Santa deal with some of the other SFF booktubers, and my Secret Santa was the amazing Meyer from Meyer Reads, and the first book that she sent me I'm actually reading at the moment. I just started it, and that is Sherlock Holmes, The Breath of God by Guy Adams. This one I'm very excited about, and I just talked a little bit about in my weekend reads video, so you might have already seen it there. But yeah, I'm very excited to get into this one. I've been wanting to read this one for quite a while. Sorry, I've got like a cat hair on my face. Yeah, so I'm very excited about this one. Then the second book that she got me, I hadn't heard about it, then I just recently found out about it, and it sounds really great. It sounds like something I would really enjoy, and of course, as these things sometimes do, I spent years and years and years not knowing about this book, but then as soon as I heard about it, now I feel like I'm hearing about it all over the place and people love it. So this book is The Goblin Emperor by Katherine Addison, and I am really excited to read this one, so hopefully I will get this one on my TBR in the next few months. The next book I received is very cool. It's called The Queen's Yeoman, and it's a very short book. And I got this one from Jenny King, and this one she said was written by a local author, and it sounds really cool. It's about a queen and she gets like a quest from a unicorn. It just sounds really fantastical and magical, and I'm very excited to read this one at some point. It should be easy to fit in, and it's actually got a little message from the author, and it's to me. So that was like just doubly exciting. Yeah, that's so nice. Thank you, Jenny. And it says, "To Winx, may this adventure open a door to your very own kingdom." So very cool, and hopefully I will also get to that one soon. I'm gonna say that for every single book because I'm excited about all of these. Then two of my good friends, both from BookTube and in real life, are Nicole from Dorka Brain and Stephanie from Time to Read. And the three of us all live here in Portland, and so we have gone on a few little outings together or just done hangouts over here, and we decided that it would be fun to do a little Christmas get-together. And I just have to point out that the odds were against this hangout happening in basically every single way. We had planned it for the weekend before I left for my trip back to the Midwest to visit my family for a week or two, and so this was like the only actual time we could do it unless we waited until I got back earlier this month. And then all the snow and ice had just happened in Portland, so we didn't even know if it was going to be possible for everyone to meet up with the way that the weather and the roads were. And then I had just gotten sick and gotten laryngitis, and I had basically no voice, so we really weren't sure if it was going to happen, but magically it did. My voice was kind of better, the roads were good enough for everybody to drive out, and we had a good time. So the first book that I got is from Stephanie, and it's Blood Child by Octavia Butler. I was really excited about this because I've been meaning to read more of Octavia Butler's work. I've read the Xenogenesis series, and I really enjoyed that, but she's written so many other books which I just hear amazing things about, and I've been meaning to read forever, so I am really excited to finally have another one on my shelf. And from Nicole, I got a book which she had mentioned and we had discussed a little bit. I loved the cover, but then I never actually went and picked it up, and she picked it up for me, so that's very exciting. It's called Retribution Falls, and the cover, I don't know, I just think the art is super duper cool on this, so I am very excited. It sounds like something that I'm really going to enjoy. She thought it sounded like something I would really enjoy. And again, I'm looking forward to adding this one to a TBR sometime soon. Then finally, I have 3 books which I picked up for myself, and the first 2 of these I actually got when I was back home in the Midwest. There is a thrift store in my hometown which my mom goes to all the time. Probably at least one time a week she goes to this thrift store. And the thrift store is really great, but also I think my mom has magical abilities when it comes to shopping at the thrift store. She constantly finds amazing things that are exactly what she or someone she knows was just saying that they needed. She finds them for, really cheap prices because it's a thrift store, and they're basically brand new. It's bizarre and magical, and she's sending me a new coffee pot that she found there because it's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, this is just a constant thing. But while I was home, we made a few stops there, and I thought that I would check out the books because they have a little book section now. I wasn't necessarily expecting to find anything that I wanted to buy, but as it turns out, I found not only books for myself, but I found 3 or 4 books that are basically brand new in the series that one of my good friends was reading. And I found another book which is by Amy Tan, who is one of my best friend's favorite authors, and as it turns out, it was the only book of Amy Tan's that my friend did not yet own. So I got a lot of books. Again, magical. And my mom was there, so she was probably working her magic while we were there. But the books that I got for myself are, one is by Tolkien, and it is the Book of Lost Tales #1. I've never read this, and I've been meaning to read more of Tolkien's works outside of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so I'm excited to read this. It is The Extraordinary History of Middle-earth. Yes, should be good. And the second book that I picked up is actually one that I used to own back when I lived in Missouri, but before I moved out to Portland, I sold basically every book that I owned, and this one went with that. But it was there and it was in great condition, so I thought I would pick it back up, and that is Eragon. And this one, as you can see, it looks like a new book. The spine's not even cracked. I don't think anyone has ever read this book. So yeah, and it was like $1. And the last book that I picked up for myself is actually a novella, and it is Cold Forged Flame by Marie Brennan. It is a new novella that she came out with last year, and it's been popping up on Amazon as something I might enjoy for quite a while. I finally just decided to go for it. And this one I got as sort of a treat to myself last month because I had been waiting to find out if I was going to get this new job that I'd been wanting. As I was going into work this one day, I got an email saying that they wanted to meet with me, and the meeting was to tell me that I got the job and my title, and I got a raise and all these really exciting things. So I just decided I needed to celebrate. So I went to Powell's because that's how you celebrate, obviously. And I saw this novella was there, so I thought that was a good way to treat myself. So that is the end of my December/holiday haul. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books and what you think about them. A huge thank you to everyone who gave me these books. I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope you're all having a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!